Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Cowboys send clear message on trading Dak Prescott to Browns. Rumors swirled on Wednesday that the Cleveland Browns were in talks to trade for Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott. Bruce Drennan of Big Play Sports Network revved up the speculation, citing sources within the Browns organization that told him of the negotiations. Get ready for this one. I got a pretty darn good source within the Browns organization. I heard that part of the reason Myles Garrett was so willing to sign his contract extension, the Browns are negotiating as we speak with the Cowboys for a trade for quarterback Dak Prescott, Drennan said. Why? I don't know. We are not going anywhere with Prescott, even if they pull it off. Drennan said that the deal would include cornerback Greg Newsome and draft picks. The rumors quickly caught fire, prompting Jane Slater of NFL Network to check with her sources on the potential deal. I run it all down when working this beat, and the Dallas Cowboys are not working on trading Dak to the Browns, Slater said. In fact, texts with two sources tell me fake news and absolutely not before this gets any sort of wheels. Slater and others also pointed out that Prescott has a full no-trade clause, which would allow him to veto any potential move. With a lucrative contract already in hand, there's little reason for Prescott to want to leave Dallas, where he has played his entire career. The rumor gained some momentum, mostly due to Cleveland's current quarterback conundrum. The Browns remain without a true starting quarterback on the roster. Kenny Pickett, whom Cleveland traded for earlier in the month, is the only healthy passer on the roster. Deshaun Watson is still under contract on his hefty $230 million fully guaranteed deal. However, he's expected to miss most, if not all, of next season, recovering from an Achilles injury. The Browns were in the mix for 10-time Pro Bowler Russell Wilson in free agency. Wilson had visited the Browns during his free agent tour but signed with the New York Giants. Cleveland and superstar pass rusher Myles Garrett were hopeful Wilson could be in the mix. Will Dallas dive into a deep free agent pool at receiver? Even with Stefon Diggs signing a massive deal to join the New England Patriots on Tuesday, there does remain quite a few free agent receivers on the market. There was no way the Cowboys were going to spend that kind of money on Diggs. Despite many in the fanbase wanting to see the Diggs brothers on the roster. But among the receivers still looking for new teams, is there any particular one Dallas might make a move for? Perhaps the bigger question is this: should they even make a move on any of them until after the draft, is it all? Here are the receivers currently being considered as the top 5 left at the position. Amari Cooper, Deontay Johnson, Keenan Allen, Tyler Lockett, Elijah Moore. Cooper spent 2.5 years in Cleveland before playing the final 8 games of last year in Buffalo. He was rock solid in 2022 and 2023. In 32 total games, Cooper had 2,410 yards on 150 catches and 14 touchdowns during that time frame. His production dropped off dramatically in 2024. In 6 starts with the Browns, he had 250 yards and 2 touchdowns on 24 receptions. In 8 games in Buffalo, he added 297 yards and 2 touchdowns on just 20 receptions. Johnson had 5 solid years in Pittsburgh, 4,363 yards and 25 touchdowns on 391 catches over that span from 2018 to 2023. But he ended up playing for 3 different teams in 2024, Carolina, Baltimore, and Houston. For the year, he had just 375 yards and 3 touchdowns on 30 catches. Allen will be looking to play in his 13th season. He began his career with the Chargers, going to the Bears in 2024. He finished with 744 yards and 7 touchdowns on 70 catches in Chicago with a rookie quarterback to boot. Lockett played all 10 of his years up in Seattle and had his worst year statistically since the 2017 season last year with just 600 yards and 2 touchdowns on 49 catches. Moore is the youngest of the group. He played his first 2 years with the Jets and the last 2 with the Browns. He is averaging 550 yards and 2 touchdowns on 40 catches a season so far. Which one would be the best option for the Cowboys? Blockbuster Cowboys trade pitch lands 49ers megastar. The Dallas Cowboys have improved their running back room, an area that was a clear focus entering the offseason. Some have suggested that the Cowboys could draft a running back with their first-round pick, too, which could be a good decision given where the room was a year ago. With Dak Prescott expected to make a full recovery for the Cowboys, all indications point to the running back situation being in a much healthier spot than it was last season. At worst, the Cowboys' run game should be opened up due to Prescott's passing ability. However, with what they currently have, it still might not be enough. That's why Ali Muhammad of Sporting News pitched a deal for the Cowboys to land Christian McCaffrey of the San Francisco 49ers. His trade proposal would move the number 76 pick and a 2026 third-round pick. The Dallas Cowboys need a huge change in their backfield after being one of the worst rushing attacks in the NFL last season. They could swing a blockbuster trade to add a superstar running back. The Cowboys signed Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders this offseason. Both players struggled last season and may not be reliable enough to lead the backfield. The Cowboys could target a running back in the draft, but this trade with the San Francisco 49ers could land them one of the best players in the NFL, Muhammad wrote. While adding McCaffrey would be a step in the right direction for the Dallas Cowboys, and there's no debate that he's one of the best running backs in the NFL, there are questions about whether he can stay on the field. Throughout McCaffrey's career, that's been a major problem, and something Dallas would have to consider. He only appeared in 4 games during the 2024 season, but John Lynch, the general manager of the San Francisco 49ers, said he believes the megastar could participate in some form of the offseason. What do you think? Would be a good signing for the Cowboys? Tell us your opinion in the comments, like and subscribe to the channel.